It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Hunter New England Health has recorded 2 new cases of COVID-19 in the region. A woman in her 30s and another in her 60s have returned a positive result after coming into close contact with a Port Stephens man diagnosed last week. Both patients have been self-isolating since they were identified as contacts. Public health physician Dr. David Durheim is urging Hunter residents and those in Sydney to reconsider their travel plans.
The situation in Sydney is on a knife edge, and we urge that anybody who's planning to go to Sydney for non-essential travel reasons reconsider that and not travel. We also urge Sydney-siders not to travel up into rural New South Wales.
Meanwhile, a new COVID-19 drive-through testing clinic opens today at Central Church on Hillsborough Road at Warners Bay. The clinic is being operated by a private medical company and will be open from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. weekdays and 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. on Saturday with no appointment necessary. The University of Newcastle is introducing sweeping changes to combat the significant revenue loss as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. It was predicted the university would lose $58 million this year, with the return of international students off the table until at least the middle of next year. The measures include requiring staff to take 10 additional days of leave in 2021 and offering an early retirement scheme to staff over the age of 60. The university will also consolidate 5 faculties into 3. The measures aim to save $35 million next year. 476 injured workers from the Hunter region are set to be kicked off a nationwide workers' compensation scheme by December. The insurance company responsible for the support cut, iCare, is currently involved in an $80 million underpayment scandal. Cessnock MP Clayton Barr says removing financial support to sick or injured Hunter residents will have devastating effects.
I have personally dealt with injured workers in the Hunter who have tried to commit suicide, tried to self-harm, essentially become homeless, have lost everything, become disconnected from their families through the poverty that has been imposed on them by this government and this government's incompetence.
A father and teenage son accused of working together on 5 separate robberies in the Hunter have faced court. The 36-year-old was refused bail in Raymond Terrace Local Court yesterday, while the 14-year-old boy had his bail revoked in Broadmeadow Children's Court. The pair were arrested at Medowie on Tuesday by detectives from Strike Force Nerang, which was formed to investigate armed robberies on service stations at Sandgate, Williamtown and Wallsend, and the attempted break-in of 2 bottle shops at Ellamore Vale and Medowie earlier this year. The Shop Distributive and Allied Employees Associations urging travellers coming from Sydney to wear a mask when visiting regional areas, including the Hunter. The call aims to not only protect retail workers in busy public spaces, but the wider community by stopping the spread of COVID-19 into regional New South Wales. Newcastle STA Secretary Barbara Niebart says a COVID-19 outbreak has the potential to seriously devastate regional towns, both financially and socially.
I think economically it would be really difficult. Another lockdown would certainly see a number of businesses never reopen. I think that would be the death knell for a number of them. You know, unemployment in the regions is already higher, especially for young people, and I think that would make that just so much worse.
2NURFM Sport.
The Knights keep counting their losses as more than a quarter of the squad is out of this week's Storm match after multiple players suffered injuries from their 18-12 loss to the Bulldogs last week. Despite the club losing 3 first-string hookers and 2 Origin representative forwards, coach Adam O'Brien is adamant it won't stop them running to the finals. O'Brien says their mantra is they're a club, not just a team, and everyone has been training together since the start of pre-season. Knights winger Edric Lee is back in training, hoping to make a return later this season after fracturing his left arm for the second time in just over 12 months. Lee was forced out of competition after their Round 8 win against Manly. Statistics show Lee may play an understated role, with Newcastle having a 59% strike rate with him compared to 23% without. And Wyong captain coach Mitch Williams could be out for the rest of the Newcastle Rugby League season after undergoing surgery on a fractured cheekbone this week. And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 4, 45, 20, 8, 21 and 18, and the supplementaries are 27 and 17. 2NURFM News Time 25 to 9.